Hey, Joe coming at you, RX Healthy Habits. In the video series, Healthy Mindset Habits, I started thinking, and I came up with something I think I wanted to share with you because I think it's that important. And that is this. Years ago, I had a friend, I call him a friend. He was actually a motivational speaker called Charlie Tremendous Jones, and his daughter, Tracy Jones, has a link on my website because she carried on a lot of his materials, and she's written some great stuff herself. But Charlie had a phrase that he said all the time. He says, all leaders are readers. But he also said this that I thought was great. He said, the person you're going to be the same person you are today 5 years from now, except for two things. The people you meet and associate with, and the books you read. So think about that. 5 years from now, where do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to become? What do you want to do? Where do you want to be heading to? 5 years from now, it's going to be dependent upon those two things. And I want to share today, I could talk to you about books, but go to my website, Tracy Jones's Tremendous Leadership Series. There's some tremendous books there that I'm reading. Those are vital. But today's message is really about people you meet and associate with. And you're saying to yourself, like I used to say, well, how am I going to meet some great people in the space that I'm trying to develop? Like, let's say you're really trying to, in my case, I'm doing stuff on content creation for videos, and I'm really trying to scale and learn. The learning curve is steep when it comes to video production and blog writing and eventually ebooks and eventually online courses. So where do you go to get some help? Where do you go to get some mentorship? It's hard to find somebody, first of all, that knows what they're doing. Secondary, how are you going to afford the time to sit down and get a consultation with them? Well, here's the great news. You're going to be the same person 5 years from now as you are today, except for the two things. And the one thing of meeting and associating can be dealt with. And today, I guess, we're so lucky because we have access to free information online that can really, literally change your life if you tap into it. So podcasts, for me, are convenient for me as I'm driving, going to work. There's an hour a day that I can feed my mind with people that are doing what I want to do. Not only technique-wise, not only information about how to, but also why to, and the bigger picture about I can't say the word, culturally, what's happening that I need to know about. So podcasts, I could give you some names, but they're in my space. Not going to necessarily relate to what you're maybe pursuing, but whatever you are pursuing, you got to find some people in that category that, and you can search. You can listen to podcasts when you're, out for a walk, when you're on your bike. I see people all the time when they're exercising in the gym with their, earbuds on, and I hope they're programming their mind, because really what our mind is, it's something that can be programmed. You've heard the expression garbage in, garbage out. Well, it applies to your mind. And I think a lot of people don't realize that they're listening to stupid stuff, I'm sorry to say that, during the day that has no relevance to where they want to be, who they want to be, where they want to go, and what they want to become. It's just noise. It might be entertaining, because a lot of guys that are younger that I know, they play video games, they do a lot of things like that. But where's that going to get them? Where's that going to get them long term? How's that going to change their thinking? Maybe you're a mother and you're trying to learn more about how to be a good parent. You're going through some stuff with your teenagers and you need some help. There's information out there. So I'm going to highly recommend that who do you associate with? Associate people on podcasts. Here's another area, and then I'm going to wrap this up. Another thing that I love is I don't really necessarily watch a lot of Netflix and TV and cable anymore. I am a YouTube person that when I sit down at night, I only have a little amount of time that I'm going to spend watching something, whether whether it be for me just for entertainment or whatever. But I find also another good source is YouTube to learn about some things in your space that's going to help propel you forward. So associate with people. Yeah, they're there. They're giving out free information. They love to help you, and they get a satisfaction knowing that they made a small impact on somebody's life. And that's exactly what we try to do at RX Healthy Habits. So I recommend you get into it and find some of your mentors online, okay?